Okay, guys, good evening. Happy Tuesday evening, and welcome to our Get Fit Crew Challenge chat. So tonight's topic was a little bit of wanting to talk about everybody's journey, but also wanting to talk about facing fears with sharing the journey that we're on. Because I know a lot of people are very worrisome about sharing. They don't want to upset people on their newsfeed or make their friends get aggravated or anything like that. So I know that sharing this journey can be a little nerve-wracking for some people. And so I wanted to talk about it just for a few minutes because, Kayla, your screen is putting sun right on. Thank you. So for me at the beginning, I told myself that my social media was going to be my journal. And, because I'm not one to actually keep a journal book, but I knew if I wanted to stay on track with the journey, I had to journal. And I had to keep track of what I was doing, what I was eating, that I was having my shake, that I was getting my water intake, and that I was doing my workout. So journaling was a big part of this journey. And if you read a lot of personal development or hear a lot of other, like Autumn Calabrese and Shaun T and all of them talk, a lot of times they're telling us to journal, have a food journal, have a workout journal, note how much you're eating, note how much you're drinking, and things like that. So before I started my journey, I told myself that my social media was going to be my journal. And that was before I decided I was going to actually help people. I signed up initially as a coach just for the discount, for the shakes, because I knew the value in them, but who wants to pay full price when they don't have to pay full price for anything? So I signed up as a coach strictly for the discount. And then I wanted to stay on track and I wanted to get a transformation. So I started journaling on my social media. And I really only used Facebook at that time. I didn't really use Instagram. I had Instagram, but I didn't use it that much. So every day when I did my workout, I posted. Every day when I had my shake, I posted. And whenever I was having a meal that I wanted to share how easy it was to do the nutrition, I would post that just so people can see what the journey was about. And through that, that's when, I noticed that I was coaching. I had a couple people tell me that I was coaching anyway, so I decided to start helping other people. So I know how scary and nerve-wracking it can be to share your journey, but I want to give you my mindset on sharing, and that might help you be a little easier on sharing your journey. I feel like the journey that we're on with the programs that we have at our hands grasp, like, it's a pocket trainer is how I explain it to people. Like, people are like, oh, I so want to try that 80-day program, but I love going to the gym. I'm like, you could do it at the gym. It's not just for at home. I was like, it could be brought everywhere. It's your personal trainer in your pocket. Like, they're going to tell you what form to do. They're going to tell you what workout to do. So the way that I feel is that we have such an amazing thing that we use every day to do our workouts. And we have such an amazing thing with Shakeology of drinking it every single day that I feel like if we don't share it, we're being a little bit selfish. And it's freaking me out that my ear looks almost see-through because the sun is shining on my ear. So I can't stop looking at my ear. It looks like I have no ear. It's freaking me out. So I feel like if we're not sharing, we're being a tad selfish with the fact that there's so many people that can utilize what we have. I mean, we have a 10-minute program. We have dancing programs. We have programs for kids. We have programs for families. We have programs for older people. There's something for everyone at every stage of their life. And if we don't share it, they don't know it exists. So that's my mindset on sharing this journey, instead of the mindset of, well, I don't want to seem like I'm posting the same thing every day, or I don't want to seem like, they're going to be bored of what I'm sharing. The way I see it is, if they're bored of what I'm sharing, they've probably unfollowed me or unfriended me by now, and that's okay. But yes, I share my workout every day, but I always share it in a different way. And I don't post a picture about my shakes every day, but it's in my stories every single day. So I've been doing this now for, next month will be 6 years. June 1st is my 6-year anniversary as a coach. And I haven't been building for 6 years. I've been building probably for 3.5, maybe 4 of those 6 years. And for me, I don't have the mindset of, oh, well, they see the same thing every day. They have for the last 6 years. They've seen some sort of workout post, whether it's a picture, whether it's a video, whatever it may be. But I feel like I have to continue to share it, because you have to remember that only 1% of our friends and our followers see what we post. Only 1%. So if you're not posting it daily, not everyone is seeing what you're doing. Not everyone is being shared what you have to offer. And even if you're not a coach on this call and you're a challenger in one of our groups, share it. Share it. You doing this might inspire someone else. Is that your phone, Kayla? Oh. Sharing it might inspire someone else, and then you can help them if you want, or you can connect them with your coach that helps you. But by sharing what you're doing, you might be able to help someone else. You don't know, this person could have been just at the doctor's today and found out that they have high blood pressure, they're borderline diabetic, and you might not know it by looking at them, but their insides might not be healthy. But if you shared what you're doing and how it's keeping you healthy, and whenever you go to the doctor, your blood work is good, and they see that, you could help them. And they could reach out to you and ask what you're doing, and you might be able to save them from having to be on diabetic medication or blood pressure medication or anything like that. So if you get the mindset that sharing is caring, which is something we always heard as kids, right? Sharing is caring. It's the same thing with this, sharing it with people. Care enough about your health and other people's health to share. And to be completely honest, sharing it daily is going to keep you consistent. It's going to keep you on track. That's when you're going to see the results. If you're not sharing it daily, then you're not doing it daily. I mean, everybody has a cup of coffee every morning for breakfast. You see how many coffee posts we see every morning with somebody, a coffee reading a book, or a coffee looking out the window, or whatever. They're sharing their coffee. So there's nothing wrong with us sharing our morning drink or sharing our workout. It's part of our life. So instead of having the mindset of being afraid to share because you don't want to upset people, you should have the mindset of they should be upset if they don't like what you're posting, because it's part of your life and they're in your life. You know what I mean? Like, if they're your family or they're your true friends, they're going to care what you're doing in your life. And that's a part of it. Our Beachbody world, as we call it, is a big part of our lives. We do this fitness every day. We're watching our health. We're watching our portions. And anybody that wants to pick on that, let them pick on it. Because the way I see it is, a negative comment is just an extra comment that's going to boost the look and boost that post up in the comment thread. So more people are going to see what you're doing. So even if they give you a negative comment, don't get upset with a negative comment. Just thanks for boosting my post, and if you want to respond back to them, respond back. Like, I had somebody that gave me a negative comment the other day. I think I shared it in our WhatsApp group, that I posted about the new program and how you could do and lose 10 to 30 pounds without fitness. And she was like, I love everything that you do, but she was basically like, I love everything you do, but I think that you're not being 100% when you're telling them that they can lose that weight without fitness. I mean, come on. It's healthy for our hearts if we have fitness. So I responded back. I said, absolutely, I agree with you. I was like, but what I'm telling them is this is a different group that I'm running. It's not like all my normal groups. All my normal groups are nutrition and fitness based. This group is just based on nutrition only. That a requirement to be in my group is not fitness for that group. But if they do fitness, it's a bonus. I was like, so I'm not telling them that they never have to do fitness to be healthy. What I'm saying is, for this particular group, we're going to focus on nutrition. And if you want to do fitness, it's an added bonus. And, so it was, she wasn't being very pleasant like that. She could have sent that to me in a private message, but she felt the need to comment on my post. And I commented back. I mean, it boosted my post. I felt it was a negative comment, but I commented back. And the way I see that is, instead of getting upset with that negative comment, it gave me an opportunity to explain more about the group for other people to read it. And then if anybody else was feeling the same way as her, then they were able to read that and change their mindset on it as well, and be like, oh, okay, so she's running a nutrition group. We still can do fitness if we want to. So it's really in our mindset with sharing our journey, not being afraid of the naysayers, not being afraid of the negative people. Don't be afraid to post something because you're not sure what your what the outcome's going to be back from people and the feedback that you're going to get, because you want the naysayers and the rude people to show themselves so you can delete them. You don't need them taking up space where you can have somebody that you can help as a friend on your wall. And that's where I feel a lot of it comes down to mindset and seeing things in a different perspective. When I first started, and I got negative comments, I used to let it upset me. And I used to I would read it over and over and over and over and over. And then I'd start to think like, oh, maybe they're right, and that's when you start to mess yourself up. And then you notice 2 days have gone by and you haven't worked out. You've been eating pizza and ice cream and you forgot to drink your shake and you're all out of whack just because of one negative comment. So you just have to change your mindset with all of that and start focusing on the fact of what you're doing is amazing for yourself. You are focusing on your health. You want to be healthy from the inside out. You want to be so healthy on the inside that it shows on the outside. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the people that are telling you that there's something wrong with that are the people that you're concerned that they might say something wrong. They're not the people that you want as your tribe anyways. They're not, oops, you got a little glimpse of Kayla's armpit. They're not the people that you want around anyways, because they're just going to drag you down. If you think of it as a ship or you're on a boat, you're on a paddle boat and you got water coming in and water coming in, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to take a bucket and you're going to get rid of the water that's holding you down. It's the same thing with negative people. You have all these negative people coming in. You need to just put them in that bucket and dump them back over. You don't need the negative people in. You need the people that are going to paddle with you, not paddle against you. So don't be fearful of sharing your journey. Be proud of what you are doing for yourself. It's a very minimal percentage of people that are willing to put in the hard work and dedication that a journey like this takes. It's difficult to be around family that when you go out to dinner, everybody orders a drink and you order a glass of water. It's difficult to be around when they order every fried appetizer on the menu and you just have to sit there and suck on your water while they're eating all these fried appetizers. And it's not because you're depriving yourself, but you're going to feel like crap after you eat all that fried stuff because you've been eating so good. So it's not that it's easy. So you should be proud that you are so dedicated and strong enough to do it and share that. Don't hold yourself back just because of fear. Let me read this chat real quick. Oh, okay. Perfect. So I want to open it up really quick. Huh? Yeah, they're just muted. So I want to open it up real quick. I'm going to unmute you guys. If you want to talk about anything that's going on your journey that you might be struggling with, or anything about struggles of posting. Like if you find yourself struggling to post or anything like that, or fearful of posting, I just wanted to chat about that for the last 8 minutes or so that we have on here. Y'all cannot just be coming in and out.
I had a lady at my school comment on my to be mindset post and say, oh, I don't think I'm going to lose 10 pounds not working out and just drinking your shakes.
Yeah, so she thought it was all for the shake.
I'm kind of friends with her, so I said, everybody's body is different, and this is a different kind of program. Right. I said it's about how to grocery shop, how to read a label, what to order when you go out to eat, and she wasn't rude about it. She was just kind of saying and at first I didn't know what she was talking about. So I want to actually say to her again something about it to see if she says anything different. But I don't think our posts are misleading. I think I don't feel like it's a program for someone as already working out and already actively eating clean and using the containers and everything, right?
Right. But if it's someone that is exercising, but they're not focusing on the nutrition because they don't want to measure portions, because they don't want to worry about cutting out foods and stuff like that, it would be perfect for someone like that, because that's exactly what this nutrition plan is like. So that would be perfect for them. I know the Fit Family call tonight at, I think it's 8:30, is all about to be mindset. So I think it's going to be Zoom and Facebook Live, in the Fit Family Network group. So I'll be watching it live on Facebook because we'll be driving home from Kayla's game, but it's going to be all about that and how she's inviting and stuff like that. So that'll be good for us to listen to as well, because we'll get to see how she's inviting. But I don't think our posts are misleading either. That's just their closed off minds, and they're automatically assuming that we're trying to say drink the shake, and they're not realizing that it's a new nutrition program, that fitness is not a requirement.
Right.
And I responded back to her and I said, look, I haven't tried this program yet, but there's been a coach test group, and there have been some that have lost 30 pounds and they didn't do fitness. A couple of them did like walking and things like that, but the majority of them didn't even do that because they wanted to see the results they would get just focusing nutrition. I actually had one girl that was in Mexico with me, and she was on my shuttle bus from the airport. So we had an 1.5 hour ride, and she was talking to us because she was in the test group. And she had gained all this weight. 80-day obsession wasn't working for her, and she was giving up. She felt like, she felt like she failed. And then 2B Mindset came around, and they asked her to be part of the test group, and she lost 25 pounds. And she did no exercising. She just followed the nutrition. So when I comment back on that girl, I told her, and you should comment back. I mean, when they're a friend of yours and they put a negative comment on your post, it's so hard to not take it personal, because it's like, seriously, why didn't you just text me your thoughts? Why did you have to put it on my post? But utilize it as a positive and comment back and just like, oh no, they can drink the shakes if they want, but the program, the shakes aren't required. I just recommend them because it's a great way to get your daily dose of vitamins without popping a million pills. But the shakes and fitness aren't required. They're just an added bonus. This is just a new nutrition program that we have that they can lose that amount of weight if they focus 100% on the nutrition. If they want to do the fitness and they want to do the shakes, those are 2 added bonuses that I would recommend, but they don't have to. And that's how I would reply back to her, because it's a nice positive way to reply, but it's a good way to give more people information, because they're going to see that you commented and they're going to want to go read it. And then they're going to get a little more information about what the group is. So maybe if you had someone that you messaged about the group because they commented on your post and they haven't responded, maybe after reading that, they'll end up responding.
She said it to me at school. She didn't comment on the post.
Oh. Hello. Okay. I think she thought I was talking to her. She was just staring at me. What? Oh. April, how's everything going with you? Oh, I think she's muted. Yeah. Okay, there you are. You were muted.
Okay. Things are going pretty good. I'm just like really frustrated because I can't work out.
I know.
So like I've never, I guess I haven't hurt my back this bad before, and I'm just like really curious as to, because I've had like 4 chiropractor visits. So I'm just curious as to what's really going on, do I have something more than just something out of place that she keeps trying to adjust, or what?
Right.
So, and of course we're leaving for the beach next week, and I feel like, I'm back on my nutrition, but I don't know. I guess I just feel like I'm not making a lot of progress because I'm not able to work out. So that's just really
used to getting that good sweat on every day, and now you're unable to get that sweat on. I know that feeling. And I got to give you your shout out, girlfriend, because you've already hit Success Club this month. So
thank you.
Shout out. But yeah, try not to. I know it's hard. Try not to stress it too much. If anything, go for walks. I know it might not feel like much, but it's something to get yourself moving. To feel a little bit better about not being able to do exercise, because when I had a couple different surgeries that I had to have, they were minimal surgeries, but I couldn't do any exercise for like 4 or 5 days. So I just went on like 2-mile, 3-mile walks. And at least it got me sweating a little bit, got me moving. So it helped me with my mindset, keeping that positive mindset, because when I don't exercise, my mind goes into like negative darkness because it's my stress relief. So maybe do that. You're going to the beach, right? Maybe do a lot of walking up and down the beach and stuff like that. So you'll have that ocean air, which you love, like me. We're beach people.
Yeah.
So you get in your happy place and then just get some walks going just to kind of help with all of that. It'll definitely help. And then I want to give you Go ahead.
I'm sorry. And I guess I'm working my business a little harder too, because my husband has his own business and it's really slow in the winter, and we really struggled last winter. So I told him that my goal was to have it build up big enough that by winter time that I'll have money coming in, so that if he's short, then I will have money to pay the bills, because it was really rough for us last winter.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're doing great. I mean, you hit Success Club, the first week of the month?
Yeah.
So, and if you've already done that in the first week and you still have all these conversations going, there is honestly no way and no reason why you can't get 2 more people and hit your Success Club 10 goal. There's no reason. And there's also no reason for you to not hit your diamond goal for June.
Well, I told him I would like to get 3 more people signed up as coaches before we go to the beach. And then when we come back on the 22nd, I would like to be able to get 3 more or 2. I can't remember if I'll have 2 or 3 more after that to be signed up. Because I have the girl signing up on Monday.
Each side right now, right?
I have one. Okay, I will have 4 on each side. I'm waiting on my customer she said she's going to change hers into coach for 30 days. So what she does, I will have 4 on each side.
Okay.
And the girl that I was speaking to yesterday, I went ahead and set her up, and she's going to sign up under Amber on Monday. So then I'll only like 3 more.
2 under hubbies and 1 under Amber, and then you'll be diamond.
Yeah.
And now, just so you know.
No, I'll be Ruby. I'll be Ruby. And then when I come back, if I can get
then you need 4 more coaches under you to go diamond.
Yes.
Okay. And then just so you know, for rank advancement to diamond, you have to hold diamond status for 6 weeks. So you can't drop. So none of your coaches can go inactive to where you'll drop. So keep signing coaches so you have a cushion. So then that way, if somebody drops down and they go inactive or they postpone their shakes, you don't lose your rank because you have to hold its status for 6 weeks in order to actually become a diamond coach. So you'll be what's called diamond qualifying. And then after the 6 weeks, then you're considered a diamond coach.
Okay. So I'll just continue to work. I kind of had just planned on just continue working on signing up people. And I seen your post where you were going to work on staying at your 20 SC every month. So I thought, okay, then that means that obviously we have to, even though we get there, we just have to keep working and working towards goals because I started thinking about that. If somebody does drop their shakes or whatever, then I need somebody back there that's going to be able to back that up.
Exactly. You always need a cushion. Always need
because even after diamond, you can go higher, right?
Yes. After that, then it's stars. So then you're a 1-star diamond up to 15 star. Once you become a 2-star diamond, you can open up what's called the second business center. And that second business center is considered a new coach for you. So then you can get that to diamond and that gives you another star. So there's a lot that you can do. Yeah, there's a lot. So that's my goal is to get myself to 2-star so I can finally open up that second business center on my weak leg. And then all my new coaches will go into that new business center. And then I'll build that one up to diamond and that'll just give me another star. So yeah, there's you just keep going and going and going. Lindsay Matway, she's maxed out at a 15-star in like 3 business or 4 business centers. So you just keep opening new business centers, basically.
Okay.
But
how long? What is like the average that it takes somebody to get to diamond? Because I feel like I'm slow.
Everyone's different. It took me a year. Once I started my business, it took me a year to get to diamond and then a year to get to 1-star. Yep. Because of the simple fact that people started postponing or they canceled or whatever. So right when you get there, then it goes away and you're like, oh crap, okay, now I got to refill them and I got to add another. So, but then once you get there, it pretty much, once you have a big, like right now I have 45 coaches under my business center and I want to say 12 under Alex's business center. So if anybody cancels or postpones, it really doesn't affect my rank because I have such a large amount. And that's where you want to get to. You want to just keep, signing them so then that way you always have a cushion. But you really want to sign, you don't want to sign too many discounts because you'd rather have the money in your pocket as a customer every month than them just taking the discount.
Right. And I was going to ask, when you're signing like that, is it important to keep the legs equal? Like making sure they both have the same amount?
No. Once you have, what I would do for you is, and for anybody going like to diamond, once you have your 4 and 4, put like 1 or 2 extra on your strong leg and then all the rest on your weak leg, because the more you put on your weak leg, the more money you're going to make.
So the more
you'll learn all that. You'll learn all that in the diamond training. I have all of that put together. That's going to teach you guys and explain to you guys how to team cycle bonus, where to place people on the legs so you get more financial out of it than than putting them in the wrong place and not making any money.
Okay.
So that's all, we're going to do all of that. And it's going to be like a 1 month or a 2 month group. Like I want to really get detailed with everybody and really teach you guys everything I've learned on how I got myself to diamond and how I got myself to 1 star. And because I had to learn from the grit. I didn't really have an upline. You know, I reached out to Mike Greenberg for him to mentor me and teach me something. So a lot that I learned from him as well. But a lot of it I learned from going on YouTube, from up top coaches that I would hear their name at Summit. I'd go on their YouTube channel and I'd follow them and I'd learn a lot. They would have trainings for their team on their YouTube channel. So every day I would watch at least one of their trainings just to teach myself. So now I want to have this so I can teach all of you guys. So you guys can grow strong business centers, you know, not just a bunch of people that aren't doing anything. Like we want to grow strong businesses with a strong foundation so we can get sustainable, you know, money. You don't want to have it just trickling in. You would like to have a nice sustained paycheck every week. You know, every Thursday you'd like to see a lot of dollars and a lot of zero, you know, and that's not going to happen if we don't build a good foundation.
Right.
So, all right, ladies, are there any other questions?
I was just going to ask really quick. You're only signing a coach if they're saying they want to build the business, right? Because otherwise you're not ever making money off of them besides the initial time they sign.
Well, sometimes I'll sign a coach, even if they don't have an interest in the business, but I do tell them about the discount because in all honesty, I had no interest in the business and look at me now.
That's what I tell people.
I just wanted the discount.
I tell people, I guess whenever I speak with them initially, I always go and I'll talk to them. I'll say, now, you know, here's your options and you can sign as a discount coach. And I say, I have, you know, quite a few people that do that. You don't have to do anything with it right now just to get you can get your discount with that, your 25%. And then, you know, later on, if you want to do something with it, then you can. Like my customer that wants to change over to coach, she is a Rodan and Fields. So she sent me a message after she's seen all those people commenting on that one post. And she's like, gosh, girl, she said, you have to be killing it. She's like, you have a ton of people commenting. And she's like, I don't know that I could do 2 businesses right now, but I said, well, you have 30 days since you signed up with the challenge pack to switch over to coach.
Correct.
And she's like, okay. She's like, I want to do that. And she said, I may not be able to do anything with it right now. I said, right, you'll get your discount. But when you do decide to do something with it, you know, I'll be here to help you.
Yep, that's what I tell people too. And then I also let them know that, you know, because once they start getting a transformation, their friends are going to start asking, what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you getting this? How do I get that? How do I start? And then instead of them saying, oh, contact my coach, you can get it. They can get it from you and it'll help you pay for your shakes. Because if you have 3 people that want to get the shakes from you, now your shakes are free.
Yeah.
I explain that to them. And I do sign discount and business builders both. Like some people I'll tell them about the discount and they decide if they want to do customer or whatever. I try to do a 50-50 if I can, like, you know, 50% of the people that I sign up as coaches, 50% customers. I've been signing a few more customers than coaches right now because I could feel out. And then when they're ready, they can always buy another challenge pack and sign up for free. You know what I mean? And that'll give us more than all of that anyways. So some people I will, some people I won't. It just depends on the person. But I do tell everybody about it so that they can make a decision. So, all right, ladies, I'm going to get to Kayla's game, but I hope to see you guys on the Fit Fam because it's going to be all about 2B mindset. So it'll be interesting to see how other people are sharing 2B mindset so we can maybe get some ideas about it. So thank you guys for being on with me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.